Alright, this time it worked a bit better. And with that, hello and welcome back everybody to a new episode of Let's Play Project Ascension. Thanks so much for all the feedback in the last episode. It's been overwhelming, like I didn't expect to, like that many people would log back in or like watch me again. So thank you. As you can see, we are a bit ahead here. I kinda did this introduction like a few minutes ago, half an hour. File got corrupted, unfortunately. I checked a few things and so holy shit, this is not working out. So yeah, unfortunately we missed a few things, but not really much. Like I picked up a few professions, mining and herbalism. I went to skinning and herbalism, not mining, and went to Stormwind, got myself a few bags, sold some stuff on the auction house, and also got a very generous donation of a few silver to afford those sad bags. So that's pretty great, and again, glad that you can join me back. I will try to cover some ground today, like to get a good start, maybe to level 10 or something, make some levels here and switch around as always. Yeah, the usual stuff. So thank you for watching and I see you guys around. There we go, level 7 and pretty much done in the Fargo Deep Mine. I will give in this quest right here and then return to Goldshire, of course. Yeah, about my skill set, I'm still not too sure. I've seen a lot of people, like, I admit I did watch at least 2 or 3 videos, and yeah, like one of the skill builds that I initially went with, like when I really started playing on Awakening back in the day, seems to make the round. It looks like having a pet and having auto shot actually is pretty nice and dandy, so we might pick up on that. Other than that, I'm really not too sure. Maybe it will just be like Flame Tongue into Sinister Strike for the first few levels. But with all the recent changes and everything, we might change things up a little. So yeah, still not too sure. If you have any suggestions about my skill build, where I should go with this, then please let me know in the comments. I will always try to follow that up or like argue with that. Maybe we can talk about it, discuss it. In any case, if you leave a comment, then we can surely make something happen. So yeah, that's that. Another thing I've noticed so far is that apparently enemies drop an exceptional high amount of potions. That's pretty great. I always was very happy when I found them on the hardcore server for obvious reasons, and also like on the PvE realm, I guess. It's kinda nice. I shouldn't say PvE, like there's still some PvP involved, but not with that many repercussions. But I will have an eye on that. The loot tables, they seem a bit buggy in that case. The more I play, the more the memories are coming back to me. Stuff like Seal of Righteousness was pretty much OP, but I think they fixed and nerfed it into oblivion. So next thing we are going to pick up will be, I think, just a simple hot renew at level 8, and we will probably get another dot or something going from there. The thing is, as long as I'm not really into, as long as I'm not getting into too much trouble or anything, I really don't see the need of changing my tactic, my skill build. Like Arcane Bolt spam into Sinister Strike seems
I need you back to let me smash.
to be working out right now, so I don't want to waste any skill points, like if that makes any sense to you, because I don't want to waste my purchase right away. So we will just wait and see if we can use them if we get the needed level to get some really powerful spells, like for example Flame Tongue. I still think this is a very strong ability, and I don't want to waste it on any low level abilities that we might not use that much. So as you probably know by now, there will be a level 60 instant or like a boosted server of some sorts pretty soon, which means you can test out a bunch of stuff. It's still beta phase, so I don't think it will be like on release actually a fun server with level 60. It will be just for beta to get more people into the servers, to let more people have something to play with, to test out. And to be frank, this is a great idea. I really like it, because this is one of the major issues I think, like that keeps people away from playing, leveling up everything, and like you really want to basically get all your ideas out. You really want to test something and to have a lot of fun with this general idea of being classless, and then like you hit this huge, well, leveling wall and have huge issues getting to that set level. So providing a server of sorts that will just get you right to the point where you can have a bunch of fun, I think that's a great choice. I mean, on the other hand, you could argue that it's kind of cool to earn that right to test out stuff to get to that high level and, well, do what you want to do. But then again, well, in the private server scene, you kind of have to have an initiative. You really are fighting for players, especially with all the hard competition going around those days. Don't get me wrong, like, I mean, Ascension is one of a kind basically, so doesn't really have that much competition, I guess, but custom servers itself, they don't really have that huge of a player base. So yeah, I really think you at least need to lower the start, like the entry zone, the entry level for other players, and really, as I said already, give that initiative to play and give a sort of taste what it's like in the late game, so people will know, okay, will it be worth investing my time here? And I mean, if they are playing on the 60 realm, if they see, oh wow, this is actually a lot of fun, I have so many ideas, and then they are closing it like after, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, then I really think the motivation will be high enough for a lot of players to actually go their way to level 60 from 1 to 60 through the world. And yeah, I think this is a great way to well, get more players into the server. We just picked up a renew. I think that's a good spell for the things to come, especially those pesky murlocs we are about to fight. If they stack up on each other, if they flee away and then like run into other murlocs, they can be a pretty huge pain in the ass. So yeah, I think having a heal around this level range is always recommended. You can go with regrowth, I guess, or like with regeneration of like the druid tree. I just think that the holy spells, like in terms of other abilities that you can find in the game, there seems to be a bit better combination potential there. Don't quote me on that, there might be a lot of stuff that changed, but it used to be that way in the past, that with only paladin and holy priest kind of stuff, you could actually have some huge increases in spell damage or like spell power, holy, anything holy related basically. So yeah, my tip would be renew, but yeah, you can choose what you like, of course. For me, there's something very fascinating in starting a new character, starting a new journey. Like every little piece you find, every crappy item, letter scrap, like really starting from the bottom. It's just something that I take a lot of fun in, not only World of Warcraft, like RPGs in general, just going from nothing to everything. And I hope you can bear with me here that I again have another character going. But to be frank, there wasn't like another way this time around. I mean, it's the softcore realm, and I guess I could have maybe transferred. I think there's an offer for that. But like to actually judge the server correctly and also to well, get to know all the changes while we level, I think that's a big part. And yeah, again, kind of sorry that we are back at killing boars and murlocs and all that stuff, but I enjoy it. Like for me personally, it's pretty cool. I like it, and I really hope it's not that big of a deal for you. This skill build right here is something I've seen a lot right now, like just walking around the zones. Rockbiter into like having a pet. Not too sure what's the deal behind that, but I guess it's just really that pets are pretty much stronger right now than demons. I know demons are also pets, but I really mean like hunter pets. I think it was the same way when I stopped playing like 2 or 3 months ago, so I guess that's not too much out of the ordinary. And I probably will switch soon to like a real hunter pet. But yeah, just something I've noticed. Like, I'm not too sure if you guys can tell me anything about that, why it is. I mean, it kind of would seem to me that the flame tongue weapon is still a bit better than Rockbiter, but apparently not. Like, apparently they nerfed it quite a bit, and now Rockbiter is a bit stronger, I guess. So we might check that one out instead of flame tongue, but I have to read up on that to be frank. Or just better, like I just wait until I make a decision and wait until you guys can comment on this video. By the way, this whole Kobold questline is pretty sad actually. Like if you think about it, you only have to kill those guys over and over again because they're kind of advancing, they're kind of taking human territory, and then you reach this place where they kind of dig too far. It's, I guess, a bit reminiscent of the Lord of the Rings, like the dwarves who digged too deep and then pretty much got killed for that. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing here. So if you return to the marshal with that information, he's just like, oh, looks like nature takes care of that whole thing itself, or something along those lines. Like, basically with this, like, spiders eating all of the kobolds, the huge threat is neutralized, and that's why you also kind of don't see any kobolds for almost the rest of the game, I guess. They all kind of just died in the starting area. Again, like a minor healing potion times 3, just from a random mob. Yeah, seems a bit too high, but I'm not complaining, I'm just observing. By the way, guys, this is what happens if you don't stop Princess in an alternate timeline. Now, of course, it's because of the, as you can see it also from the other boars, the reskin remodel patch. There's really not a fix for that, it's just something you have to live with if you want the upgraded model, like the versions. So yeah, I kind of like it, to be frank. It really is not that big of a deal. It seems a bit cartoonish, a bit goofy, but it's also a change to the overall experience. So if you know me, you know that change, I think I have a very high value for change. Like I kinda like it when things look a bit different in World of Warcraft, because I've played this game for so long now, and I'm very thankful for everything new, everything that's a bit of the ordinary, and yeah, that's definitely something that falls into that category. Still no issues whatsoever, even with some high level enemies, like with the current skill build I'm going with. So yeah, we can wait. I think I will wait until the next episode, until your feedback on this one, before we decide what to go with here. Also one of the more darker quest lines in the game. Like, you would think that Elwyn Forest is all fun and beauty and, well, human starting zone, alliance, you know, for kids. But yeah, there's some pretty grim and crazy shit going on here, like 2 guys literally getting eaten by murlocs, and you have to tell their friend about it, and, well, yeah. It looks like I'm not the only one experiencing a high health potion drop rate. I think it would be very weird if I would be the one, like the only one. But yeah, it's nice to get some confirmation on that apparently there's indeed an issue with the loot tables on that part of the game. I also thought about going with the roulette version of this let's play, but I didn't really want to take this from Tommy Rune. I think like the idea itself was pretty fucking brilliant, and it just feels kind of weird to just like copy that from him. Like, if you're interested in that, just check out his let's play. It's very high quality, and I think you will enjoy that. So like, if you don't even know what I'm talking about, like basically kind of rolling the dice about what kind of abilities I'm going to pick in this let's play. But again, I didn't want to steal it. I don't know if that's even the right word, and don't get me wrong, like if anybody else wants to do it, then please just go ahead. It's completely fine. But yeah, then again, like, I don't think there's a reason to have like another let's play of the exact same kind. That would feel a bit weird. Kinda surprised by the amount of aggro the imp can hold. Like, I heal myself, I deal more damage. It also feels like they changed that a bit. I think, if I remember correctly, the aggro of Voidwalkers was a bit broken back in the old stages of the game. But not in a good way. I guess there's not really a good way for broken things anyway, but like, it didn't really hold aggro in any sort of way. So maybe they overdid it a bit, but then again, like fighting against different enemies, the imp just won't hold any aggro, which is like the way it's intended to be. But with the murlocs, I experienced a bit of a different behavior. Not a good example right here. Okay, I did a bit more testing, and it kind of seems like as soon as they are like focused on one sort of enemy, they can't really switch the aggro. So I guess that's a bit abusable. In my case it's also kind of nice because those frost bolts deal quite some damage. But yeah, let's have another test here. So he's locked on me. Let's see if I don't deal damage now. It says he changed target, but like he really won't. I guess you could argue, well, you heal yourself, but I don't think that's the reason for that. Now he's on the imp. Oh, great, now I pulled from behind. But yeah, now he's on the imp. Let's see, now he shouldn't really get back to me, I guess. So that's kind of interesting. Mildly interesting, I guess. Same with this guy, back on the imp, and I guess if I just slay him, hack him to pieces, then he won't really care and still will focus on the pretty much very low priority imp here. So that's good for me. Oh, by the way guys, another thing I would like to ask you, if like, would you really like to have me record everything, like the complete journey? I mean, obviously we had a slight issue today with me skipping like half a level because of recording issues, but like in general, do you really want to have all the stuff on tape, or wouldn't you mind if like I, well, do some stuff off screen? Like, I mean, obviously I also cut around in the episode, so you won't see everything anyway, but at least like you can expect me to start off where I end of sorts. And if you won't mind, I could also like play a bit ahead without like starting from the point where I left on the last episode. If that makes any sense to you, I guess you kind of know like where I'm going with this. But yeah, would be nice to know. Like, please tell me what do you prefer, and I, well, will take notice.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg and my arm.
Okay everybody, we are pretty much done here. We did almost all the quests in Elwyn Forest. There's a bunch of stuff, and of course the end boss, the big one, Hugger, is still left. We are going to take care of him in the next episode. But this pretty much does it for this one. Again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a rating, would be much appreciated. Also, please comment on what, like, and where to go next in terms of builds, in terms of items. We have some nice skill points left. I should not forget to use those right here. But yeah, of course, I mean the ability points, talent, and that sort of stuff. So please let me know what you think, where I should go with this, and then I will try to use some of your recommendations for the build in this Let's Play. Yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much more to say. I see you guys next time. Take care and have a great day. Bye.